I'm Fabiola, as always, is back with another book for us. And Fabiola, what you have in store for us today?
I have a great book, Gilberto. It's called The Stones by Celia Lisette Alvarez. It's a beautiful book of poetry. And first of all, the book is beautifully made. It has
I love the picture.
It's very beautiful. And also, it looks like, handmade paper in here. It's a really pretty book. And it also has a marker made of ribbon. So it's kind of a homey feeling for this book.
And it's all about poetry.
It's about poetry from this Cuban author. She was born in Cuba and raised in Miami. And then awesome. She's very descriptive. She has this talent for making you feel what she's talking about.
Okay.
So it's very, very beautiful poetry. I have not read too much poetry, but now I'm really hooked. You know, there's been times when I read 2 or 3 times the same poem because you get more and more every time you read it. You know, it's
goodness.
so open to your interpretation.
That is so really true. Pretty. You know, especially that happens with every book. Every time you read a book, you read it again and you get another perspective of it. So, but you said that you have a poem that you like a lot. Can you give us a little bit of it? Come on, come on.
The thing is, she talks about different things, and it goes from Cuba to memories to growing up to, her family, and also talks about comics. And the one that really caught my attention is about a Superman when Lois, it's actually the death of Lois Lane.
The death of Lois?
Yes.
Oh, I want to hear that one. I want to hear that.
Well, I'm going to just read 2 paragraphs.
Yes, please do.
Okay. And I mark it with my little, with the ribbon, so it's going to be easier to find.
And it looks like it's very easy to read. You can take it on a plane, or you can take it in a bus or something like that.
Yeah, it's very, very easy to read.
Awesome.
Well, I'm going to read these 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear it.
He sat at the bar in his blue tights and red cape. No one dared make fun or offer comfort to the man of steel. He's talking about Superman. And that night, he flew out to the country. The conspicuous silence of the crickets was more than he could take. So it's I don't know,
that was
really
right out of the movie, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I love it.
And, it talks about, I like this poem in particular because it talks about being vulnerable, even though you're so strong.
So you're like
so
the man
vulnerable.
of steel, but you still have so much feelings that you.
Yes, and the thing is that sometimes you can be very strong, but even if you're strong, there's certain things about you that are vulnerable, and that's Superman right here. So
well,
I really
quickly,
like that.
I love the book and I recommend it, The Stones. But quickly, 10 seconds, what do you think about domestic violence, child abuse?
Oh gosh, that's just awful. That's going on, and it's every culture, and I think there's no excuse for it happening. The way I feel about a woman going through this is that there's all this help, but the first step has to come from her.
From you.
Yes. You have to go and talk to the people that can help you, and especially if you know that your child is being abused. No matter what, you really have to, you
got to come out there and you got to seek help.
Nobody else is going to do it for you. You have to take the first step, and that's very important.
Very important. Listen, thank you very much for being on the show again
Thank
today, and keep working on it.
Thank you.
I love that book, The Stones. And with that, con eso, ya hemos llegado al final de Entérate del día de hoy. Don't forget, mañana, Santa Cecilia's Church, they have the Hispanic Diversity Career Fair allá en la Iglesia de Santa Cecilia en South St. Louis. So